Hi, everybody. Welcome to Thriving Mindfully with Journaling. My name is Ananda Leek, and I am a coach, a trainer, a speaker, an author, an artist, and so much more. You can learn more about me by going to anandaleek.com. So, this is what I want to tell you. This workshop is for you. It's all about you. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me tell you what we are going to do today. So today's session will include a couple of things. We're going to have a mindful moment. That's going to give us an opportunity to ground ourselves just for a few moments. Then I'll tell you about thriving mindfully, just briefly. What does that mean? And then we'll dive deep into the power of journaling. What is it and why is it important and what it can do for you? And then it's going to get juicy. This is where you'll have an opportunity to practice two different types of journaling exercises. 1-minute journaling exercises and then 2-minute journaling exercises. And because I am the daughter of two teachers, Teresa B. Leek and John F. Leek, I am giving heart work. That is my way of saying homework for the heart, for your inner self. And then we'll end with some announcements. Of course, all of these exercises, the heart work, the explanations about what journaling is and what it can do for you, is offered with a caveat. Take what works best for you. Not everything is for you. Not everything will be practices that you can use. If you feel called to try them, try them. If you don't, that's okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with this mindful moment. So, right where you are, if you're wearing glasses like myself, you may want to take your glasses off if that feels comfortable. If you have an opportunity to lay down and that feels good, lay down. If you want to sit in your chair, the best way that you know how, you don't necessarily have to sit up straight. The meditation and the yoga police are on break right now. So sit the way that your body feels most comfortable in. I know for myself, I am sitting in my nice bright yellow kitchen and I'm sitting in one of my favorite chairs, but I just came to the edge of the chair so that my feet are resting flat on the floor. Now, just take a moment to notice how the body feels being supported by either the chair, the sofa, the bed, the floor, a rug, a mat. And if it feels good and you haven't already, close the eyes. If you want to keep the eyes open, just lower your gaze slightly. And then join me in taking 3 big breaths in, and I'll guide us. Let's inhale deeply through the nose, hold the breath, and then let it out slowly through the mouth. Inhale again, and exhale. Take another big breath in, hold that breath, and then let it out with a gentle smile. Allowing yourself just to rest in this moment. And maybe taking a moment to set an intention for what you'd like to experience in the Thriving Mindfully with Journaling session. Maybe you like to be aware. Maybe you'd like to be open and receptive. Maybe you just like to be present. Whatever it is, Set an intention for what you would like to experience, how you would like to show up during this session. Taking one final big breath in and then out. Bringing some movement back in your body. You can wiggle around, shake the hands, the arms, stretch, whatever works best for you. I like to kind of wiggle some and stretch. Well, that was our mindful moment. So, what is thriving mindfully? Thriving mindfully is this heart centered approach to being present well and the real you. I've been using this approach since 1992 in some shape or form. And it really has been a journey and continues to be a journey that starts from within, in that special place inside of me, in my heart, where I feel most vulnerable, where I'm able to be safe with myself, where I'm able to, when I slow down and I ground myself with mindful moments, I'm able to get in touch with what's really going on inside of me. My heart is where my intuition lives. My heart is where my wisdom is. And it is also the home of the 5 self-care vitamins that I talk about: loving kindness, compassion, non-judgment, patience, and forgiveness. And with those 5 self-care vitamins, I'm able to slow down, practice this birthright of mindfulness that we've all been given, this ability to be aware of what's happening in the present moment. And I'm able to get in touch with the real me. So that's thriving mindfully. So, journaling. You probably have your own definition of journaling, and I want to encourage you to keep that definition. Let me tell you what I think journaling is based on my own practices over the 30 plus years and my work with clients and organizations and communities. So, when I think of journaling, I think of it as an act of self care, mindful self care. It's a practice of writing thoughts and feelings and experiences and ideas on a regular basis. Now, I know that some of us love digital devices, so we may take a moment to journal with our digital device. I know for myself, I like to have a journal, and I love getting journals every couple of months. Sometimes it's just on the back of a napkin or a piece of paper or a receipt. I love to handwrite out my thoughts, feelings, experiences, and ideas. And I think also as a writer, that is part of my practice. So, why is journaling so powerful? Well, I can talk about myself and the work that I've done with clients, but I want to ask you, why do you think journaling is so powerful? What comes up for you when you think about journaling? Just take a moment and think about that. Journaling encourages self love, self awareness, self reflection, self compassion, self forgiveness, and self celebration. Journaling expands your capacity to be grateful. Journaling can help you set and track your goals. It can also spark creativity and it can support problem solving. Journaling is also powerful because it can release stress. That's right. You can use it to just write out anything that's bothering you. Just get it out. Get it out on paper, or if you're using your digital device. That, is a powerful, powerful way to care for yourself. And I can testify because journaling is something that I do on a regular basis. Not every single day, because I have missed some days, but I definitely do it several times a week. And I call my journaling soft love notes. And I write to myself as my BFF, best friend for life. And I write different things based on what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what I'm experiencing. And I have to say, those soft love notes in my journal, they have helped a sister in a big way, especially during the pandemic, especially during the loss of my mom when she made her transition in 2023, and it continues on to this day, especially with frustrations from work. Um, the loss of employment over the years, it has helped me really see how I was feeling, see what was bothering me, or track how am I navigating my goals, my intentions, my dreams. So, the power of journaling. So let's do some journaling. I have been using for maybe 15, 16 years this practice of writing six-word memoirs. And six-word memoirs are simply 6 words to describe how you may feel in the present moment, what you're thinking, how to answer a particular question about yourself or someone else. They can be a lot of fun and they can also reveal a lot. So, we're going to try 3 6-word memoirs. The first 6-word memoir is a present moment 6-word memoir. What I want you to do is to write 6 words to describe how you feel right now. I will time us, so I'm just explaining what this is right now, so don't get started. The second 6-word memoir is Know Thyself. This is where you're going to share 6 words to describe who you are in this present moment, right now. Who are you? There's no right or wrong answer. Then the third 6-word memoir is a Love Thyself 6-word memoir, where you write 6 words to describe the characteristics or the qualities that you love about yourself. All right, y'all. I had to stop just for a moment to get my phone so I could time you. So, before we get started, let's get grounded with a big breath in and out. So, if for some reason you are not into writing the 6 words and you just want to reflect on those 6 words, it's okay. If you want to type the 6 words on your phone or your digital device, that's okay too. Do what works best for you. So, this first 6-word memoir is a present moment 6-word memoir, and we've got 1 minute. So, get ready, get set, go. Write 6 words to describe how you feel right now. All right, let's take a big breath in and then out. And let's just close our eyes just for a moment, pausing right where we are, giving ourselves space just to be in another mindful moment. Opening the eyes if they are closed, taking another big breath in and then out. So the second six-word memoir is a Know Thyself six-word memoir. So this is where you write 6 words to describe who you are right now. And let me just say, the words don't have to make sense. They could just be fantastic, brown, kind, um, lawyer, artist, writer, mother, father, brother, sister. It doesn't have to make sense. Don't try to make it into a sentence. Just write the 6 words that come to you to describe who you are right now. So let's take a big breath in and then out, and we will begin. Big breath in and then out. Close your eyes just for a moment, just to pause here before we dive into the next 6-word memoir. Open the eyes. So, 6-word memoirs are also opportunities to reflect about who you are. I like to say they give you a chance to see yourself in the mirror because they're very quick and you don't have a whole lot of time to think about it. It's just the words that come to you in the moment. You may even be surprised, what comes up for you when you have a minute to describe yourself or how you're thinking or how you're feeling in the moment. So, this next and final 6-word memoir is the Love Thyself 6-word memoir, where you will write 6 words to describe the characteristics or the qualities you love about yourself. Okay, so let's take a big breath in and then out. And we'll begin to write now. Let's take a big breath in and then out through the mouth. Close the eyes just for a moment. All right, I want to invite you to open your eyes. So we've done 1 minute journaling exercises. Let's try 2 minute journaling exercises. We've got 6 here. And again, this is an offer, it's an invitation. If for some reason one or more or all of the questions for this journaling exercise session doesn't sit well with you, you're not feeling it, you're not able to respond to it for whatever reason, give yourself grace. It's okay. It is okay. The good thing is that this video will be posted on my website and available on YouTube and LinkedIn, and I may put it on Substack. We'll see how I feel, and Blue Sky. We'll see how I feel about that. All right, y'all. So, 2 minute journaling exercises. We've got 6. Let's take a big breath in and then out. And so the first question is, what are 3 to 5 lessons you have learned in 2025? And if you have more than 5, that's fine. I'm inviting you to explore 3 to 5 lessons that you learned in 2025. Big breath in and then out. And then we'll write for 2 minutes starting now. All right, let's take a big breath in and then out. So, the next question is, who do you want to be in the next 6 months? Who do you want to be in the next 6 months? Big breath in and then out. And we'll start to write for 2 minutes. Take a big breath in and then out. So I had to make one change to this exercise. We're going to use 1 minute for the remaining questions. And if that's not enough, know that you can always come back to these questions and write as much as you like. But for the sake of time, I want to respect everybody's time. I am going to ask that we only spend 1 minute on the remaining questions. That's number 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's take a big breath in and then out. And we'll write for the next minute about what do you want to do in the next 6 months. Big breath in and then out. So, this next question, number 4, is what's getting in your way of becoming the person you want to be and doing what you want to do in the next 6 months? Let's take a big breath in and then out. And we'll start to write now. All right, let's take a big breath in and then out. So, number 5, what are 1 to 3 action steps you can take towards becoming this person and doing what you want to do in the next 6 months? Let's take a big breath in and out. And we'll begin to write for a minute. Big breath in and then out through the mouth. So the final exercise, number 6, what type of support do you need to become the person that you want to become and do what you want to do in the next 6 months? So big breath in and then out. And we'll spend a minute on number 6. Big breath in and then out. Close the eyes just for a moment. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to the belly, noticing the heartbeat. And then joining me in taking a big breath in. Hold the breath and notice how the breath feels in the belly. And then releasing it slowly through the mouth. So, how are you all feeling? I hope that in doing these 1 minute and 2 minute journaling exercises, you know that journaling doesn't have to be 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour each day. It can literally be a minute or less, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I have some heart work for you, and heart work is my way of saying, I invite you to go deep inside of yourself. That's what heart work is for me, going deep inside of ourselves and giving ourselves the gift of self reflection, self awareness, self love, self forgiveness, self celebration, uh, self compassion, all of these things. Emotional release. That's a real one. So, for the next 7 days, I invite you to try journaling for 5 minutes. That's just 5 minutes. We get 1,440 minutes each and every day, y'all. So, I think you can find 5 minutes to explore one or more of these questions. One a day, you could do one a day or two a day, but try it for the next 7 days. The first one that I wanted to introduce to you is what's working in my life. The second one is what's not working in my life. The third is what am I happy about? Number 4 is what am I angry, hurt, or frustrated about? Number 5 is what am I grieving? Number 6 is what do I need help with? Number 7 is what am I grateful for? Number 8 is how can I take better care of myself? And then number 9 is what's getting in the way of me taking better care of myself? So you can pick a different question each day, or you can use the questions that work best for you. I invite you to try journaling for 5 minutes for the next 7 days and see what happens. Now it's time for announcements. I call them Anondomercials, like commercials. So I wanted to let you all know that my doors are open for you. If you're interested in coaching, training, or if you have an event or your organization needs a keynote speaker, reach out to me. Sign up for a free consultation call at anandaleak.com. Now, I've got 3 mindfulness books. That's right, 3 mindfulness books. My first book is a yoga inspired, self love inspired novel that's kind of about me, but not like me. It's called Love's Troubadours Karma Book One. The second book is That Which Awakens Me. It's a mindful creativity memoir about my journey from lawyer, investment banker to a creative healing entrepreneur that you see before you. My artwork is on the cover of Love's Troubadours as well as That Which Awakens Me. My third book, Digital Sisterhood, is a mindful technology memoir about the power and presence of women in my life and career, my digital career in life, and how they have inspired and supported me. My next book, my most recent book, I am super proud about because my dad, Dr. John F. Leake, he's on the cover of his book, American Change Agent: A Life and Legacy of Seeking Diversity, Equality, and Inclusion, is a book that we released in May of 2025. And it has his life lessons, his experiences, insights about diversity, equality, and inclusion. If you want to hear about an 86-year-old, wise, fun, um, controversial at times individual, check out my dad's book, American Change Agent. We co-wrote it together. You can get more information about the book on anandaleak.com/Dr. John. All of my books, including the one with my dad, are available on all the online book selling platforms. All right. And then finally, I want to say thank you for being with me today. And um, if this experience, this session has meant anything to you, let me know. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to me by going to anandaleak.com. There's a contact form that you can fill out. You can also reach me by going to ananda@anandaleak.com by email. You can find me on social media on Blue Sky, Substack, and YouTube as Ananda Leak, and then simply Ananda, first name, last name Leak on LinkedIn. I've got a wonderful Thriving Mindfully podcast. I think there's over 7 seasons. You can simply go to anandaleak.com/podcast to learn more. Let's stay in touch. So sign up for my newsletter. As soon as you jump on anandaleak.com, there's a pop-up window that comes on and you can fill out your email and your name, your first name, to join the newsletter list. I have some events coming later this summer. If you're listening to this video during summer 2025 and into fall 2025, and of course 2026 and beyond. So go to anandaleak.com/events in a couple of weeks. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. And as I always like to say, may we all continue to embrace thriving mindfully in everything that we think, feel, say, and do. Take care. Until next time. Bye.